Hello, I am Bean and welcome back to Minecraft. Today we're in the collector's world and this guy behind me looks like he's in a bit of a pickle. But we'll leave him to get on with things. So today I was planning to go fight the Ender Dragon, but I think that would be a really nice thing to do on our 10th episode. I've got a bit of a surprise for my first subscribers as well for the 10th episode. So hopefully that will turn out good and you'll just have to watch in order to find out what I do. So what we're going to do today, I think the first thing that we're going to do, nice, is build a book and quill. So I think this is how I don't really build these that often. But so book and quill, you can use them to write things in, etc. And we're going to carry on with our collection today. So I've done a tiny bit of work over in the bean cave over there. And I think I want to add to the collection. We haven't added to the collection since I think it's episode 4 when we set up this sheep farm. And then before that we collected the dyes. So I think we're due to start a new collection. Whether we finish it today or not, I don't know. I hope we do. It's not a hard one. But through the power of editing, let's see what we're going to collect. And yes, we are collecting fish. So there are only 4 different types of fish in the game. I'm going to sign it because this list is complete. Fish list. Fish list. And now what we can do is we can read it and we can't edit it, so that's good. So in order to catch the fish, I think we need a few more buckets. And we're going to go out in the world. And I think this would be a good idea to do because last episode we done a little bit of enchanting. And we got some Aqua Affinity, Respiration Free, and some Depth Strider. So they really lend themselves well. So I think we might be able to find the first 2, salmon and cod, just in the river, which is probably what our villager trader's trying to do. He's trying to beat us at our own collection game. So I can see something down. No, that's sand. Yeah, so there's some fish here. I think these are salmon, are they? Oh, I see. You have to have a water in the bucket in order to catch them. So yeah, that's salmon. Cod, is that in the seas? So I think I know in the second episode, I think it was the second episode, we went to the desert and I think that was to get cactus, yeah, for our dye collection. And that desert is super far away, but on the way we did encounter tropical ocean. So there is the sea just over here. So I think the plan is to head over to that sea and see if we can collect the other 3 fish. Okay, not too much longer. We are at the ocean and it's just about to turn nighttime, conveniently. And it's also raining, so let's sleep away the rain and the night. Get in our boat and head on out. So we're looking for, I think that's still salmon. So this is definitely ocean, so this might technically be river, but now I think because we got the kelp. Oh, you guys look different. What are you? You're not cod, are you? Oh, that's a tropical fish. Okay. I thought tropical fish, I was looking for like clownfish or something. There's a dolphin. So do tropical fish come in all shapes and sizes, and does it matter? Does it matter? Look at these guys go! Is there more than... So there's clearly more than one skin for tropical fish. But if I then come out and, I don't know, chuck him in there, is he different to, say, this dude? They are. This changes everything. I did not know this. So... Oh, I see. Wow. Okay. Parrotfish, red-lipped blenny, black tang. Okay, that's really cool. So I think I'm going to drop this guy. You can just... Oh, I feel bad. I'll drop you in the ocean. Let's see if we can find any more. Where's my boat? Oh my goodness. Well, there's a chichlid. This absolutely changes everything. Let me go back to the base. Let me get a bucket. And let me redo the fish list. Okay, sometime later, I am back in the ocean that we were previously. Oh, I remember that. Base is over that way. And I had to go mining. Specifically for iron. Let's get out and catch some fish over here. Because... Oh, can I? Nice. Red chidlid, I think we got that one. No, it's different. Because I didn't realise how many extra fish there were. So this was our fish list, and I thought, stupidly, that these were all the fish in the game. You could add more fish-like things to this, axolotls and things like that, but... So I went onto the Wikipedia to see what types of tropical fish there were after we started picking up all these different types of fish. And there are 22 more to go. So I had to get some iron so we could get more buckets and things. And yeah, so, oh, this is just a cod. We need a cod. Nice. So I think I'll keep the cod on the bottom row. So I brought a stack of iron. Not sure if that's going to be enough. Quick math in my head. 44 iron. 66 iron. For enough buckets to catch them all. So I think this is the red chidlid. I can catch them and put them away. Yeah, so I'm quite enjoying this though, to be honest. I think I'm going to have to go to land to let them out though. I don't think I can let them out in water. Maybe I can shallow water. Yeah, okay, good. So let's have a little peruse about. I did read on the wiki. Oh wow, that's a cool one. Is that one we got? Spotty. Why has that got extra information? Yellow, light blue. Was that in my book? I don't remember writing that one. Wait, is there even more than that? I did read that on the Bedrock edition. There were additional ones named after colours. So that sounds like it's more of a descriptive thing. Spotty, yellow, light blue. Huh. I might read up about that, see if that's something that we need to do as well. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a collector's world. If it exists, I need to get it. These look slightly different. Let's have a look at these. And yellow tang. I think I got a black tang. Nice. Okay. That's nice. Right. Okay, let's oh, nice. Let's craft up some more buckets, shall we? I'm going to be using them all, so why not? And let's get some... Won't need torches. Let's get some buckets on the hotbar. And let's carry on. Yeah. I'm going to do a bit of this off camera because I think it's going to take a while. And I'll bring you back when I've got a decent amount. Okay, a little time later, and, well, I've got them all. They weren't actually too bad to get. It seems like the ones that I was missing just seem to appear. The longer you are in an area, the more fish spawn. So I sort of take you back with me. I just sailed up and down this stretch of sea. It turns out that as long as it's an ocean biome, the fish can spawn in any ocean biome. The only exception is salmon will only spawn in rivers. But we've got quite a few here. I sorted them out into order just so I could keep track of... Did I just see two of one type? No. Just so I could keep track of what we got and what we haven't got. So this is the cod, the pufferfish, and the salmon, and these are all the different tropical fish. So let's journey back over this way. The base is just over this way. It would be nice if the sea was a little bit closer to the cave, but I'm kind of nitpicking there. We're only like a 2-minute run to the water. But if we could have a cave entrance to the water, that would be really, really good. Or a water entrance to the cave. I don't know which it is. But I just got the last one there. The very last one was this queen angelfish. The queen angelfish. And we'll go through them one by one when we're back at the cave. So we're just approaching the cave now, and I thought I'd bring you back in because I wanted to talk about the fish. So when it comes to tropical fish, it turns out that there are two different types of tropical fish, let's say. There are the named fish, which are these fish that have very specific names. They swim around in their shoals, and all yellow tangs will look the same. All red lids would look the same. I think I'm saying that right. All clownfish will look the same, etc. And then you've got randomized fish. So I started picking up the few randomized fish. According to the wiki, 90% of fish are unique, as in these ones, and the other 10% are randomized. Now, apparently there are two different shapes of randomized fish with 6 different patterns. And each pattern contains 2 colors, and they can be 150 colors. 150 of like the primary color, and then the 150 different types on the secondary color. So I worked it out, and there is 2,700 variants, and no way am I catching all 2,700 variants. I've got to draw the line. So what I was thinking about doing was just catching all the different patterns and shapes. So because there was 2 different shapes of fish and 2 different patterns of fish and 6 different patterns of fish. That's 12 different things in total, and they all have their unique name. So depending on what shape and pattern it's got, depends on the name of that fish. Now, I looked up all these fish, and all 12 patterns are included in some way in these fish. So I'm pretty happy with just having these 22 different types of tropical fish. If we get really, really bored when we've collected everything else in about 40 years' time, then I might consider catching all 2,700 different variants. But I'm not going to. So some things we've done around the bean cave here, and I'm calling it the bean cave, a play on like Bat Cave, but I've added a few things to our collector's board, and I've changed the text color just as the default black. I think people said that that was the easiest to read. And when I completed a collection, I've chucked a glow squid ink sac on it to show that I've completed it. So for instance, dies, got that there. And yeah, I just added a few things. Basic overworld monsters, that is just going to be your bog standard creeper, skeleton, zombie, spider, you know, these bog standard monsters. But then you get like the harder variants to get for whatever reason. So charge creeper is quite a hard variant to get. Made a lot easier these days, but we'll go through that when I get one. Endermites shouldn't be too hard, especially when we can get to the end and we have all the ender pearls we need. Skeleton jockey and husks. So they're just a few different variants. I put them up as an example. That's definitely not all of them that we're going to do. Likewise, this is our friendly creatures one. So I've just put a few down. Some easier ones. So these are all water based ones and along the bottom we've got fish, dolphin, axolotl, squid, glow squid, turtles. So yeah, I put all the water based ones just to be a bit more inclusive, and there's some interesting variants here. The brown mushu, which I've never seen in game myself, but I think a little while ago I saw the brown mushroom in someone's video, and I didn't even know it existed, to be fair. And it's got in a similar way to the charge creeper, but we'll go through that when we get it, or you can Google it if you're too impatient. But right, what else have we done around the cave here? I've continued improving the water barrier, or I don't know what you want to call it. I think the formal name's dike, but I think YouTube algorithm is gonna ban me for saying that, even though it's the real term. So it's looking quite good. It's not overloaded on detail, but it's doing what I want it to do. So there's a few fish in here, and actually I haven't got a spare bucket on me, but if we're here long enough, you might see them shoot up this water column. Obviously their swimming AI is not great. Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. Their swimming AI isn't great, obviously, but these are the random fish that I picked up that aren't unique named fish. So I think hello. Oh, okay. Just stay up there, that's fine. Oh, you're going all the way up to the top. So I think it's important that we don't have any water streams going up, such as this one here. I do like this one though, so maybe an option is to fence it off. So I fenced off this area here because we had a nice little waterfall crashing down to this small little pond down here. So I don't know what we're going to put in here. Maybe this could be like, I'll make this into our axolotl enclosure, or maybe our glow squid enclosure, or something along them lines. Because it's out the way and it's like hidden and darker, even though it's probably lighter than up here. Just kind of feels like more secluded, more private, if you will. But yeah, that's pretty much all we've done around here. Let's see if I've got any fences in here. This inventory is a mess. Got some fences. Before I let away the fish, I just want to block that off over there. Yeah, that'll do. It doesn't look great, but let's get to the release of the fish. So let's go down by the shore over here. And let's set them free. This is a nice spot. So I'm yet to revamp inside. I want to get some like coral and some sea cucumbers so we can find them. So let's do this alphabetically. Let's get rid of some of this. Okay. So here we go. If you want to know what these look like, then you can pause the video at various points. I think I get night vision underwater. I don't know how this works. It seemed to get lighter the longer I was underwater. Look, it's very clear underwater now. I don't think if that's anything to do with aqua affinity. Maybe it is. But there's one. Somewhere a bit lighter maybe. Nice. Next 4. And yeah, just dropping them off one by one just so you guys can see them. And it's this was a really good collection, to be fair. I really enjoyed doing this collection. It took a while, but it had its surprises, which was really nice. It wasn't as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. And it's just going to bring some life to this area. So the pufferfish is the only one that I've got to be a little bit careful about, because they will kill me. Salmon, cod, sure, why not? And he's a big boy. Cod, and finally the pufferfish. I'll show you the animation. They start off pretty small, but then when you get near, they do that, and then they poison you if you're not careful. So yeah, so they're all the fish. Now they shouldn't despawn. I thought about naming them all. I have been working on our villager over in the village there, and I've started to get quite a few name tags. I don't know, maybe I got 16-ish, give or take. I've got a few books of mending. The other, he gave me 2 more books. One was Unbreaking Free, which is okay. And the other was something like Quick Charge. Something pretty useless to us, to be honest. But here we are. Let's have a swim around with our fish. And I wonder if they group in shoals like they do out in the wild. But yeah, so I thought about naming all these, but I feel like that would just be a lot of names drifting about in this little pond. And also, if we want to know what they are, we can just pick one up, have a look, red snapper, then set him on his way. They shouldn't despawn. According to the wiki, I don't know this firsthand, but according to the wiki, if you release them with a bucket, these pufferfish are loners. If you release them in a bucket, then they don't despawn. So let's see if that's true. But I'm really happy with that. I'll try and get some sea cucumbers and stuff like that. Oh, there we go. There's a pufferfish. Swam into them. Do they die when they... No, they don't. So they poisoned you. But There we go. That is the fish collection complete. So the last thing to do is let's scurry over to our board. Grab a glow. Oh, I've got loads of them. Nice. Didn't know I had that much. And let's check off fish. All fish are done. Oh, and the reason why we made this spruce, I nearly forgot, is so we can put some barrels in there, and that shouldn't look too bad. So fish, still need that axe. And chuck a barrel in, like so. Put the sign back on. Fish. Boop. And inside we can keep these books. So we can also use these barrels to store collections. So I'm going to move the dyes one over here at some point, probably between episodes. And it'd be a really nice way to do it. So we don't have too long left in this video. So I think I'd just like to do something quite small to tie it up. This episode has gone on for a little while, considering that we're only collecting fish, which you can see again right here. Aren't they glorious? I really like them. Oh no, am I going to have to block this off? Does this go anywhere? No. So something quite small. I know what I want to do. So I talked about quite early on in this series how I'm not in a rush, and I've been badgering on about it a lot. I'm not in a rush to complete this season, this series, and get Elytra and get the best Netherite gear. Like, you can knock that stuff out pretty quickly if you really wanted to. And I want to kind of enjoy traveling around a bit in different methods. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a saddle, which we got from the Nether Fortress last episode. And I'm going to grab some... Do they eat sugar? Horses? And we're going to tame a horse. And we got a few horses on this little peninsula over here. And so I think between episodes I might just make some really rubbishy looking bridges just as a bit of placeholders so we can get around. So let me get a lead and some wheat or sugar or apples. I get all of them. I can't remember what works. And let's go see if we can find a horse. Okay, so straight away, I've ran past this horse a few times, so I knew he was over here. Not sure if you've seen him on camera. Not tamed him, but let's have a go. So I don't think you need anything to tame a horse. I don't know if that speeds it up, but let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it probably just speed up. So let's get a saddle on him. And wow, that's a lot of hearts. Feels like a bad jumper. But he's a decent speed. I think he's actually he's an okay speed. There are slower horses, but he's got loads of hearts. I don't actually remember seeing any more around here, but let's poke our head in the tree line quickly. Let's have a look at this guy. Here's one. So I wonder if that does speed it up. I don't know how we got an egg, but see if this guy's any. He's got an okay amount of hearts. Let's take the saddle off you and give to you. No, okay, that guy is terrible. I mean, he doesn't look great either. But let's get on this chestnut one, and maybe let's give him some horse armor. What's best? That's got to be gold. That is popping. So, yeah, we have done quite a few. Oh no, quite a few things in our collection today. Anyway, we have managed to get all the fish in the game, all the named fish in the game, that is. I know the completionists of you will be like, oh, you're not a real collector, or you'll get all 2,700 of them. But we're in a good place. I'm glad we've completed another collection. That's 3 collections in 9 episodes. So yeah, not bad going. We still got to do a lot of infrastructure. Next episode, hopefully we're going to tackle the end together, find the stronghold, and as I said earlier, maybe a little surprise for our subscribers. So until next episode, see you later.